Okay, welcome to Infinite 5. We have our new member here, Shajahan. So we're just talking about this topic today, that what makes you cool in like groups over here and in schools, and why do people think they're too cool? What are they doing for it?
Right.
Is that it?
Basically, onward, definition. Do you think that you enjoy a prominence over the others, and what makes you basically better than others? Whether if it's the fact, yeah, go ahead. Hibah, something to say.
अगर आप अमीर माँ बाप के बच्चे हैं, अगर आपके पास
Not
पैसा
necessarily.
है, अगर
Guards
आप
है
अपने
अपने
मोहल्ले के
पास।
दादा हैं,
Yeah, power.
मैं तो अपने स्कूल की बात
So
लाऊंगा, या
basically,
देख ले खाली।
you rule your university years or college years. Let's just take that, and you consider the most acceptable part of the school group if you own a fancy car, is it? And if you show power
if you dress
through
fancy.
guards, is it? And if you look proper, and what else can
Well,
be
I'll
accounted
just give
for?
you a little bit example of like
Yeah.
what happened in my school. In my school, there were like people, they used to come guards के साथ, मतलब रोकते थे, screech
Right.
मार के, रोज सुबह screech मारते थे, पीछे से guards निकल रहे होते थे,
Yeah.
guns अपने लोड करके वो अंदर घुस रहे हैं, सिगरेट पीकर, सिगरेट बाहर फेंकी, अंदर करके धुआं फेंक रहे हैं. This is how it used
Are
to
you
be.
people taking notes? Because
Yeah.
these things will win you, you know.
Yeah, and I still
enjoy the
remember
position.
there were groups in my school. There were groups who were like the cool kids who used to
Right.
do drugs, used to have alcohol. But
Right.
those were known as cool kids.
So
Right.
drugs,
और
alcohol,
जो
And
जो
this
लोग
considered-
this
जो
is
लोग
fairly recent,
जो
so
लोग-
we're getting it like fresh from school days.
हाँ.
Right now, it's
और
really
जो
current.
लोग मतलब एथलेटिक रनिंग करते थे, स्पोर्ट्स डे पे अच्छे आते थे, बास्केटबॉल खेलते थे, फुटबॉल खेलते थे, really good players and everything. They used to be like the
Okay,
but वो
isn't it
पसीने
weird?
वाले
Isn't
those
it
are the
weird
पसीने
कि
वाले.
in the West
Okay,
or
so they
in
were
the US?
melas, were they?
Not, they weren't melas. They were the good ones.
Oh, they were-
They were
हमारे school में
somehow the
out of the cool groups.
Okay.
और एक और होता था जो सबसे ज्यादा पढ़ता था, they were called nerds. वो तो हमेशा होता है.
Right.
वो तो हमेशा
एक
So you
होता
know
है
how
nerds
it's
और cool
interesting.
का.
Just listening to him made me think that back when I was in school, again a long time from now, I would say we would like to be associated with the good girls because I went to an all-girls school. So we would like to best friendship with the girl who used to be the monitor, or she used to be
Yeah.
good in her studies. And now that I would have to say 10 years back from then, the rules are redefined. These kids, they say that what's most acceptable to be wanting to get into the kind of group that will win you that kind of respect, the rules are changed. You don't have to be necessarily good at your studies. You don't have to be teacher's pet. You don't have to be necessarily popular with the good kids. You just basically have to be bad.
Bad.
Is that
No,
a
not
question mark?
necessarily.
And you have to learn how to bunk classes.
जरूरी नहीं. और दूसरा ये कि यार
So you have to be
मैं,
fun. Are those the grounds of being
You have to
fun?
be fun, but like if you want to go in that cool group, and मेरे स्कूल में ये होता था कि यार तुम सिगरेट नहीं पीते हो, यार हमारे ग्रुप में नहीं होगे तुम.
Right.
लेकिन
ऐसी बात
Yeah.
मुझे एक क्वेश्चन यहाँ पे मैं ये जरूर रेस करूँगा कि what's wrong with being cool? I mean, if I
No,
if
how
I
do you
wanna-
define cool?
If I want
That's the
to do
question.
stuff, if I can get away with having drugs at school, I'm a 15-year-old kid. I would want to do something like that.
So is
I
it-
am stupid. I am going to do something like that. It doesn't
But would you
necessarily
ruin
have
your
to do
life?
anything with.
Are you-
I'm 15, dude. Are
So
you
you would
trying to
ruin your
explain-
whole
are you-
life?
are you
You're not
trying to
thinking of
explain logic to
consequences
me?
like that, no?
Are you
You're
trying
not
to
thinking of
explain?
consequences.
Are you trying to explain logic to me at that time? Seriously, I have money.
मुझे
I
ये
have money.
चाहिए,
मेरे
वो
पास
जमाना
पैसे
होता है।
हैं. अगर मेरा बाप अफोर्ड कर सकता है certain car
Yeah.
और वो specifically सिर्फ मेरे लिए है, why wouldn't I want that? Why
Right.
wouldn't I want a better car than that if my dad can afford it? Why wouldn't I come back to my college या school and show it off? I can do that.
Back when
and kids
yeah.
do that. अगर बचपन में यार मैं जब
Exactly.
5 साल का था 6 साल का था I got a new toy and I showed it off to my friends. I mean वहाँ
Yeah.
से वो चीज़ compared to this it's actually the same thing. चक्कर सिर्फ ये है कि यार regarding some things पूरा नेशन वाइड वो आपके लॉज एप्लीकेबल एट टाइम्स नहीं होते हैं. फॉर इंस्टेंस स्कूल के बाहर अगर एक लड़का खड़ा हुआ सिगरेट पी रहा है तो वो स्कूल के एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन का मसला है और वो पेरेंट्स का मसला है, उस बच्चे का मसला नहीं है.
Yeah.
वो यार वो यानी 17-18 साल का लड़का जो है वो उसका काम ही यही है, उसको करना ही इस किस्म की कोई चीज़ है. ही वांट्स टू शो ऑफ इन एनी which way possible. The studious ones will get 100 out of 100 and they will show off like that. the athletes, they will score goals
That's what I
and
was
points
saying,
and
yeah.
stuff, and
That's
that's
how
how
they
they
can
show off. And the rich kids, you know, they have their own ways of doing it.
Okay, I'm going
Yeah.
to compare this to the US. He just said कि जो यहाँ पे sports और athletes होते हैं वो बस ऐਵੇਂ ही होते हैं
Right.
ना अमेरिका में जितने भी हाई स्कूल म्यूजिकल किया वो
Exactly.
वगैरह दिख रहा है वहाँ पे sportsmen और athletes जो है वो ज़्यादा famous होते हैं swimmer होगा तो
It overshadows the geeks, it
Yeah, but
overshadows the rich kids, it
still in
overshadows the popular
America,
ones.
there used to be one group for sports people and group for these people who used to be like called group or like cool group.
Yeah.
जिसमें like लड़कियाँ होती थी, लड़के होते थे, hang out कर रहे
आजकल
होते
तो खैर
थे.
vampires ज़्यादा ही ना
Yeah, but that's my point. But in all the schools and even colleges, I see there's groups of
Yeah.
people, and they're like, एक होगा nerd, एक cool होगा, एक होगा sportsman.
So again, you know, this brings me back to the point of this entire topic was that what now is considered cool and what do you have to adopt to actually be included in that kind of cool group or popular group
Popular
kids.
group.
So like, you know, a few
Famous.
things famous, yeah, so a few things that just Shiroy just pointed out are really not exactly headed towards the most constructive things. I mean, come to think of it, just the examples that he stated doesn't have to be that you gain you know, popularity over your account on your academics or the fact that you're actually doing some kind of a good deed. You basically just have to be bad to the bone. And if you are less bad to the bone, then you don't award yourself with that position of power. So, is it a mini Pakistan that's happening in these institutes? Is that, would I be wrong to say
I would
that?
disagree with that because it's a global phenomenon. Wherever you leave a group of kids, some of them would want to be loud and
Yeah.
would want more attention than
Yeah.
others.
Right.
Some of them would want a piece of their own. अपने अलग से जाके बैठ जाएंगे, काम करेंगे, जो कुछ भी करना होगा
Right.
चुपचाप. और
So they'll
चार
be
इनमें से
noticed
बच्चे
in
ऐसे होंगे
whatever
जो कि
way.
exactly would be running around doing stuff because they want maybe they want attention, maybe they are high on adrenaline.
Right.
You know,
Right.
कुछ भी हो सकता है इस किस्म का.
Okay, have you noticed कि drugs, alcohol ये सारी negative चीज़ होती हैं. अगर हम थोड़े से फैंटेसीज में चले जाएं जो हैरी पॉटर में दिखाते हैं कि sorcery वगैरह वो अक्सर मेजॉरिटीज में बुरी समझी जाती है.
Right.
और मैजिक वगैरह and
Magic
then you
is-
come to vampires तो वो बहुत ही Dracula type मतलब they're just banned. But those things are considered cool. In every movie they're shown so cool वगैरह तो वो एक जो सेक्ट बना हुआ होता है आपके स्कूल में अब वो उस चीज़ पे ज़्यादा फोकस करने लग गए हैं कि वो एक ग्रुप ज़रूरी है हरकत कर रहा होगा जो कि कूल होगा तो गलत चीज़ों पे ज़्यादा फोर्स है यहाँ पे अगर
That's
आप गालियाँ
the-
देंगे तो
हाँ,
आप cool होंगे
ये गलत चीजें पे ज्यादा होता
But
है
if you're
लोगों को.
loud, if you're more angry, if you can get away with things because obviously somebody is backing you up, whether it's your high-powered, you know, job of your dad, or maybe it's the fact that you know you just know that you know there will be no consequences to what you do. So by the end of the day, the whole criteria of what makes you acceptable is now to be questioned. Are you making you? Are you even looking around? Okay, what you are doing is actually acceptable from the norms of the society and what should be actually right. So on that note, you know,
should
if there's
end
anything
it.
else that you guys would like to add.
No.
I would want to know which one of you was the cool kid or not.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Leave
and
your
what made
comments
you
on here.
what made you cool?
Yeah, tell your comments, something
Yeah,
new if you have.
something new. All right then. On that
Alright.
note, you take care. Bye bye.
Bye.